hate this fucking streaming stuff. Well, it's easy on the PlayStation. I just hit go live. Didn't have to worry about overlays and images. Hello folks, and welcome to round 5 of the rookie season, season 3. We are at Silverstone, and it's going to be a wet race tonight. However, before that, as we did a couple of weeks ago, just going to take you on a track guide of Silverstone to see the kind of conditions that the drivers will be facing tonight. So let's load into that now. So just as you come across the start line here at Silverstone, as you can see in the wet, fighting the car, avoiding the curbs, down into cops for turn 1, just before the 50 metre board. They'll be breaking down 1 or 2 gears, car dependent, trying to hold on to it and trying to avoid the curbs as best as possible, not running off and validating, or worse than that, spinning out. Through Maggots and Beckett's, down a couple of gears. Can kind of get away with abusing the curbs in the BMW, and then on the exit of Beckett's into Chapel, nice and flat and holding the car steady all the way up the hanger straight. Passing opportunities down here if they get a good run through Chapel onto the hanger straight into Stowe, just before the curb, down 2 gears, try and stop the car from drifting wide, pull it in, then apply the power nice and gently on the exit down into Vale and Club. Another difficult part of the track, but another passing opportunity as well. Play with the power on the exit. Try not to spin up too much. You can hear the throttle in and out a bit through there. And as we come up into Abbey, normally 4th gear and near on flat out through here in the dry, but not so simple in the wet. Run onto the curb there. Here again, not able to go flat out all the way through there. Again, another passing opportunity into here. Down to first for this one, nice and slow, and then get the power on onto the Wellington straight. And again, trying to avoid the curbs to not spin up. You can see hands on the wheel, really busy through there. So down into Brooklands and Luffield, the last couple of corners. Again, another difficult part in the wet to get your braking right and your turning. Try not to lose the rear of the car on the exit of Brooklands and then into Luffield, finding the right time to put the power on and to come across the line, and that is a lap of Silverstone. So let's get back to holding screen and introduce our commentators tonight. And someone special is joining us, and always when someone special joins us, that usually means that there's something else going on, and that is Johnny Ashley, head of oNiD, owner of oNiD, Mr. oNiD. Good evening, Johnny.
Evening, mate. All right.
Yeah, not so bad, how are you?
Yeah, very good. Very excited, actually.
Why is that?
We've got something we've got to announce, haven't we, Jimbo?
Yeah, so I mean, if you were watching the stream that was up a couple of minutes ago, you might have a rough idea, due to my incapabilities of doing anything smoothly, as to what it is. But who else have we got with us? It's the Whippet, isn't it? Mr. Alex Parkin. He's here.
I mean, if you see me in real life, you wouldn't actually call me the Whippet then, but I can't sprint very fast.
No, I think that's like I was going to say that's like as long as you can't run too fast, you're welcome at oNiD.
Speaking of people who can't run,
is Adam back in? Has he joined us?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, Adam, you're racing tonight. How's the track in the wet with the Lexus?
It's quite wet.
That's good. Good summary. I can see why the career as a weatherman never really took off.
Well, I watched your track guide video earlier. Very nice, by the way. And I thought, I can do that. And actually, went out, and my lap time was not far off of yours. I thought, gosh, that's all right. And then everyone else has piled out there and gone a lot quicker. So then I've started pushing, and now the track feels very slippery all of a sudden because I'm pushing. So yeah, it's gonna be fun tonight.
Very good. Well, we're looking forward to it. I'm sure you'll be just fine as long as you stay out of trouble. You've had a couple of hectic starts to races, but seem to have kept your powder dry in most and made up some positions. So looking to do the same tonight?
Well, that would be the. I mean, hopefully, I won't have to make up any positions because I'll be on pole, but obviously not. So yeah, it would be ideal to make up some positions.
Dream. Sorry, I went off there.
That's a copyright strike. Right there.
It wasn't that accurate. So let's go back to Mr. Johnny Ashley, because he is here for a reason, and that reason is about to be brought up on screen, as it was briefly earlier. Johnny, the stage is yours.
Yes. So, obviously, we have an amazing rookie series. We're doing our third season, and we want to keep it fresh, and we want to keep it open to people, for as many people to join and race as possible. So, me and Jimbo have got together, and we've come up with a new series, and as it's on your screen, you can see it's the amateur series. So, the amateur series is going to take all the best bits of the rookie series and all the best bits of oNiD that we do, and mash it all together and make a open series where basically anyone who's not a sweaty pro or is raced in split one on a Sunday, or is raced in any pro classes within GT4, anything like that. It's basically a series for everyone that is kind of not really alien pace, but kind of they're quick enough to be able to sweat it with some of the other quicker guys, and really kind of tend to the rookies. So what it's going to look like is there's going to be kind of 2 splits, weekly series. It's going to run every week on a Thursday, usual stuff. So you're going to have stream, we're going to have coaching, we're going to have admins that are going to be there to help. But it's going to be a series on SGP, which means that people can drop in and drop out as they wish, without the kind of the rigid structure of having a championship. The good thing with a series is if you can't make a race, you just don't sign up to that race. So it was just making it more involved for people. And Jimbo, me and you spoke about it quite a lot, and we had so many discussions with the admins this kind of last couple of weeks of what it's going to look like. And I think we've kind of hit on something that's going to be really good.
Well, I think within it, we've also created about 3 other different series that we could run at some point as well, which is never a bad thing. But no, I really like the idea of this, something where those who can't commit to a full season but want to be a part of racing that, as you say, isn't an utter sweat fest, they can just drop in whenever they want. 1 week, if it's a track and something that you don't enjoy, you don't feel the pressure to have to do it or worry about how you're going to do what you're going to do to other people as well. Because I think we get a lot of that in the feedback. Is the fear is that I'm scared to race because I don't want to crash into anyone. I don't want to, ruin anyone else's race. So no, it's a really, really good idea. And as you say, a lot of us got together and sort of bounced some ideas around, and we've come up with this. So fingers crossed, if we look back to what seems like an eternity ago now with season 1 of the rookies, it took off and it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Fingers crossed, and I'm sure with the way we work on things here at oNiD, this will be just as successful, if not more.
Yeah, and one of the big things that came out of running these rookie series was there's a lot of rookie championships since we started as well. So you see a lot of communities now going into rookie championships and doing their style of rookie championships. So we wanted to offer something different and something that we wanted to capture that market that come in mid-season. We wanted to capture all them drivers that come in halfway through the season and say, "Oh, can I join the rookie series?" And it's like, you actually can't, because we've had evaluation races and kind of we're halfway through the season, and then they have to wait 4 or 5 weeks for another season to begin. So the structure of this will be there will be a amateur series role that then you can select in Discord. There will be static channels in there where we will be releasing races, events. You'll be coaching channels and all this kind of stuff that is just available to you guys when you want it. Race when you want. And you can drop in and out mid-season. You know, we're going to have it the races will be on a 4-week rolling like championship, so to speak. But you can just drop in whenever you like. So I think it's something different, and I think it's going to be really, really good. And Jimbo, you're at the helm of this, so you got to make it work.
No pressure. No pressure. No, thanks for that, Johnny. And yeah, obviously, as ever, thanks for the opportunity to sort of, as you say, be at the helm and be the one that either gets it right or completely screws it up, so that you've all got someone else to blame. So qualifying has started. The AMs of the group are out on track. So as ever, 30 minutes of qualifying. First 10 minutes is the AMs, which are the red box numbers next to their names. Second will be silvers, which is the grey box, ironically enough, next to their names. And the pros will be the final 10 minutes, and they have the white box next to their names. Parking, what do you reckon tonight with a wet Silverstone?
I hope my connection holds, because it's booted me out the server a few times, but it seems not too wet, which is what we're aiming for with the settings, I think, but there's some good times
well, you do
out
the
there,
settings,
really.
so just for anyone that is watching and listening, if they have a complaint to make, please direct it towards Alex Parkin.
Damn, a fall guy for the fall guy.
Yeah.
Good pit window, by the way, Alex.
Oh, what is it?
75-minute pit window for a 45-minute race.
Good. You should miss it then.
Sam suggested in the driver's briefing that we could take our pit stop during qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, it's a valid strategy, I guess. I think.
Well, as Adam has said, there is a 45-minute race tonight. There is a mandatory pit stop, not for tyres, but for fuel. So what will they do? Will they fill up and just do 1 litre, or will they split the fuel halfway?
Is that right, Alex? Because the driver's briefing was that it's tyres and fuel.
Oh, tyres as well, yes. Sorry, I've just seen it. Yeah, I had half my screen covered. I'm running out of boxes on the screen. So yes, they if anyone is anyone, they will go halfway with the fuel because they've got to change tyres. I reckon I'll have this sorted, and I'll know what I'm doing come the last round of the amateur series after the next 16 weeks. Don't panic, Johnny. Don't panic. It's nice to have you back. Obviously, a majority of the rookies before you went and decided to drive in it was you and myself on comms. So nice to have you back.
Thank you. I should probably be pretty quiet once I'm on track. Just give me a shout if you want me to input on anything. But obviously my qualifying starts in 5 minutes' time, and then I shall no doubt be Mr. Quiet for once in my life.
Apart from the grunts, obviously, Adam.
Well, yeah. I was going to suggest, Jimbo, what you do is you mute me in Discord when you don't want me to speak, because otherwise you will hear that.
It's like a cue in it to go over to Adam, pull you up on screen and see what's happened. So I may just leave it as long as there's no foul language, because we don't have any of that here at oNiD, do we?
No, never.
Especially now Johnny's gone.
Mm-hmm.
However, we have been joined by someone who started out with us in the rookie season in season 1, and that is Mr. Matt Holman. Good evening, Matt.
Evening, Jimbo. Thanks for having me.
Well, my choice, but never mind.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks, Adam.
Hi.
This is going well, isn't it? Everyone's getting on.
I'm looking forward to seeing how everyone gets on tonight, because I remember the Silverstone race from the first rookie league we did. I think it was a 90-minute at night, so it was equally as sweaty as this one's probably going to be.
Yeah, I am looking forward to this. It's going to be a tough one because, as much as it's not flooded, I don't think it's too far off, and there's some standing water in some places on the track that is clearly catching a few people out.
Yeah, I noticed parking earlier said, "Oh, it's not that wet." Says the guy who's not driving. It's wet enough, thank you, Alex.
I think I said it's a 35% rain.
Yes, you have, mate.
Yeah, could have got away with a little bit lower, but wanted to make sure it was wet.
Yeah, I mean it's not Yorkshire wet, but it's wet.
It's sort of accurate with the time of year, though. Silverstone, mid-July. If you ignore the heat wave that we're currently going through in real life outside, this is the kind of thing I expect when I spend 3 hours in the car, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go and watch a race in the UK, is that even if it is the middle of summer, it will still rain at some point.
Yeah, guaranteed smiles all round.
So Torn is just coming out of the final corner now. He is about to take provisional pole position. He's currently 12.5 seconds up on his time as he crosses the line, and he does a 2:17.6. And at the moment, out on track, he is the only one improving. So we'll stick with him.
We've also got one of the leading drivers in the championship who hasn't set a time yet, PJ Palman Jensen. He'll be wanting to set one in the last couple of minutes.
Have you got the championship standings in front of you, Alex?
I can get them open.
You don't need to. I'm winning all 3 championships.
Definitely hacks then if you're doing that, Adam.
I can't even spell hacks, let alone know what to do.
Right, so in the AM you've got Torn leading the championship with 136 points. You've got Morten Palman Jensen on 134, so just 2 points behind, and Marcel Seamer, who hasn't made it tonight, so that could cost him. He's on 125 points, so it is between those 3 for the championship.
No, we haven't only got 6 AMs in the race tonight.
Yeah, no, it's not a great show this evening, is there?
No, maybe,
and yeah.
I think if we sort of go back to what we were saying about the AM series that we're doing, is that maybe a few people have been a little bit put off by the conditions tonight. I'm sure some people are enjoying the wonderful weather that we're having at the moment, but this is where the AM series will work, is because you don't have to be here, you don't have to let us know you're not going to be here, you just don't sign up for the race.
I think it'll be really interesting when we get into that new series. I'm looking forward to actually dabbling in a few of the races myself in that as well. I thought this would be my only run at the rookies really, but that new series really tickles my fancy.
Good.
Slightly worrying thought as well, mate.
And nobody likes to think of my fancy getting tickled, do they?
Lord.
Is Palman Jensen on a valid lap this time around?
He is, but it is currently 14 seconds down on where he needs to be.
He's just caught up behind Page as well, I think.
This will be his only timed lap then, because he's aborted.
Had a little bit of an off-ski.
Someone who has crossed the line with enough time is not that Leon Haslam.
Oh, it's the Leon Haslam, just not the.
Not the motorbike riding Leon Haslam.
That's the Silver Boys just exiting the pits now.
It's the simulated car driving Leon Haslam. Oh, and he loses it. 3 Maggots and Beckett's, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see someone do that tonight. So the last person on a valid lap. the last person on a valid lap is Torn. He already has pole position, so I think what he's going to do is just put a little bit more misery into his competitors tonight, because he's currently 1.2 seconds up on his time. Whether that is the track conditions improving slightly as more cars go out and clear some water, but can he put in a competitive time and mix it with the silvers?
This is quite a tough qualifying session for everyone, really, not just the lower classes, because you've got a very long lap, which is about 2 minutes at the best of times. It's wet, so it's about 20 seconds a lap slower, and you only get 10 minutes. So well, as you've seen in the AMs already, you've got to make those laps count or you're in danger of not setting a time.
Yeah, it's the balance of going out too fast and overheating the wet tyres, and then also getting heat into them at the same time.
Adam's writing all of this down.
No, sorry, I was trying to not crash at club.
He's got his tongue hanging out.
Hold on a second, you mean I've got to warm tyres up? Wow.
Tyres.
Well, after speaking to you earlier, I had to put an extra whole 2 psi into all of my tyres.
Yeah, please make sure they're at the right amount. So, as Torn finishes up the qualifying, he crosses the line and improves to a 2:16.9, and that puts him 3.1 seconds ahead of his nearest competitor.
Solid time.
So he's going to be feeling very confident going into the race.
Just in chat, Hiker popping up just before I went on track. He says, look at Jovan in third, that's a good lap from Kovacic, and it really is. I know there's only 6 drivers, but he'll be happy with that qualifying. You've also got Hydronox saying it's not legally allowed to say anything about watching wet amateurs, so we'll leave that there.
Oh, Dan!
Well,
Dan!
Oh, rejoin! Oh, no!
Oh,
I think I'll just go back to the pits and try that again.
I guess the track's not the only wet thing now in your rig, Adam, after that.
No, I may be sitting in some differently coloured shorts now. I'll try and keep myself out of the way as well.
Ouch.
What was it we were saying about you got to make your laps count?
You definitely got to make a count now, man. 6 minutes left. So how do you find driving in the wet on ACC, Matt? And I can't remember if you did a wet race in the rookies when you raced on it.
well, you know what? I can't remember if we did one of the rookies. I don't mind it too much. It's obviously less favourable than a dry wet race for most people, but the boat tends to be alright in it, and that's my car of choice normally. So it's not too bad, basically.
Yeah, I can't say I've driven the boat in the wet, but I've enjoyed the wet race I do. I feel like I'm stronger in the wet.
The USS
know why.
Holden's alright in the wet.
I can remember there were no wet races in season 1 of the rookies, and I think you
Right.
only did season 1, did you, or did you do season
1 and
2 as
2.
well?
Before I fell apart like Daniel Ricciardo, according to someone maybe on this chat.
Was it? Sorry, was it Barcelona in season 2 of the rookies? Was wet.
Yeah, it was indeed, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, from memory, we can have a better lap 1 than that race. There was a big old pile up at turn 4, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Ah, dear. Don't let any silver cars set a time yet. Got a few cars coming up to the end of the first lap. Callum Evans is going to be the first set a time unless he's set an invalidated lap. See how he gets on as he crosses the line. Oh, hello, Jimbo.
Hello. I'm quite a fan of racing in the wet. I think it's definitely a real test, and I think Adam was talking earlier before we came on. It does feel like the curbs are far more aggressive in the wet conditions than they were pre sort of like 1.8 update for ACC.
Yeah, agreed. There's much more concentration on these curbs, and they'll be much more gentle with the throttle compared to pre 1.8.
And of course, I mean, especially for Steve Bain to take note of, they tweaked the wet track limits as well, didn't they? A couple of updates ago. They're a bit more vicious now.
What are you trying to say, Adam?
That Bain has the nickname Drive-Through Bain, and he should be very careful of anything that creates a drive-through. Really.
I'm keeping quiet and not saying anything.
Do you know what? I've just realised I was going to introduce you as Matt Stop and Goman tonight, and
Oh, that's a shame.
well, it's out there now. I've said it, so I
Yeah.
still feel alright. Yeah.
Damn you to hell. Picked up a few nicknames in the first league. And
That's not
many
always
can
a
be
good
repeated
thing.
here. Yeah.
So we watch Evans coming through Abbey, and he's just lost all of his time. He was up by half a second before going into there. Someone that is improving is Taylor. I can imagine that's an experience tonight in the NSX in the wet at Silverstone.
Wide eyes.
However, he is currently 7 tenths up on his time. That now jumps up to almost a second, but he's running wide. Oh, and misses his braking point into farm and invalidates. So who have we got improving? Heike van der Veen in the Lexus comes into Luffield in the wonderfully liveried Racing Stronger Lexus, and he lost all of his time through the last couple of corners there. I don't think he's going to get that much of an improvement here. However, behind Wolf has improved. He's gone down to a 2:13.3. That could mix it with some of the pros. That's a hell of a lap.
That's a seriously strong time.
I think he was only a few tenths off of Drake Cruz in the end in practice, and Heike was very quick as well in practice. So
Lewin comes across the line. He's improved by 2.2 seconds and moves up to P5. Lizevsky comes across the line and he goes up into P4 with a 2:15.8.
You've got a weird field spread in the Silvers at the minute. You've got Wolf 1.6 seconds ahead, then Callum Evans in a gap on his own, and then the rest of the field within 8 tenths of each other.
Yeah, so we've just joined Adam D, who's joined us in the comms box tonight as our featured driver. He gets an interesting angle of a NSX as he comes onto the hangar straight. Oh, that Lexus does sound good.
cheap, cheap.
Just aggression. It sounds really angry.
Just like its driver. Just made that, Jesus.
So if there is ever a live experience of someone doing a wet lap of Silverstone, just listen to Adam's reactions around the entire lap. Gets out of the way.
It's not the line, but it'll do.
I don't think you had much choice going into there. Just about stayed on the track. And you've held your delta. So onto the Wellington straight comes Adam D, a bit of curb. Now just needs to nail Brooklands and Luffield.
Keep forgetting to not brake on the curb.
You're going to have enough time for one more lap after this, Adam. Lost a few tenths there in the final sector, yeah, so it's going to put you up to P3, I believe. There you go. Okay, let's give Adam a break from being live on the stream as we watch Verheer get it very loose in Luffield there, and he's stuck on the track. No, he's going to get out of the way because he has got someone coming on a lap. Dan Hyde comes out of the final corner, all on the curb. He is improving, but that has cost him time on the exit. He's lost a tenth or two there, and he's out wide there as well, and he's invalidated the lap before crossing the line, so he'll stay in P8, and that is the end of his qualifying.
Let's say the pros are just coming out now.
Taylor still improving in the NSX. He's now coming onto the hangar straight, half a second up. He has got Ryan Davies in front of him. I think he may get held up a little bit before the lap is over. These guys must have crossed the line with literally seconds to spare. Oh, and Taylor was 7 tenths up before going into Vale and Club, but he's lost 3 tenths just behind Ryan.
Who are we all answering for pro pole then? Can anyone look past Drake Cruz?
Finny.
No, the fast. The Porsche good in the wet? I can't say I've ever driven it much.
Yeah, I think I've used it before, and I remember doing some practice at Spa in it, and I was praying for a wet race. Because if it had been dry, I would have just... Well, I don't think I'd have made it through Eau Rouge and Raidillon. However, we have jumped on with Adam D as he comes out of Luffield across the line, and he is going to move up to P2.
Yippah!
There he goes.
Solid work, Adam. Solid work.
Okay, so the pros are out, as Alex mentioned. Can anyone see past Drake Cruz?
Jesus, P2 but 1.7 off of Wolf. Wow.
Wolf's been mixing it with the pros for the last few races, though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been really strong.
Well done
Definitely
for qualifying, Adam. You can breathe a little bit easier for 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, vaguely. I should have been wearing my bins as well. My old eyes are straining a bit. For anyone not in Great Britain, that means glasses. Spectacles.
Might be
We got-
really confusing with the translation there.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we've got people dotted from all over the UK here, so we could have that discussion about what you call a bread roll.
Oh god, don't. It'll be a revolt.
That.
Roll.
Oh, okay, so there's two of us that go with roll, because to me it's just a roll.
See, I'm okay with roll. I'm okay with
Yeah.
roll. I'm okay with BAP as well.
Bun?
I'm going to guess that... no, see, bun's not right. I'm going to guess that Parkin's a balm kind of guy.
He's got to be a
Oh,
bum. Got to be.
no.
Red cake?
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
That's much better.
Bread cake or roll or... Yeah.
Cobb?
No, I've never had cob. Stotty, if you're from Newcastle.
Stotty. Okay.
Stotty.
Stotty.
Wow.
You can tell where your brain goes straight away. What? Totty? Where?
Sat bolt upright instantly.
So
dog hearing a
back
whistle.
to the racing. I knew if I mentioned that it would do something. There is a race going on, Adam.
There's the phrase.
Well, there's
There it is.
qualifying. So Zach Finney is going to be our first pro across the line as he comes into Brooklands and Luffield in... I can't get on board with the colour of that Porsche.
It stands out.
He's going to be pedalling like mad in that thing tonight, isn't he?
Oh, he's going to know he's done a race. That's for sure. So he crosses the line. And he goes into second.
Ooh.
Cammy Sturch into third. And
Cruz.
Drake Cruz crosses the line
Wow.
with a 2:12.4. First flying lap. Half a second up on Wolf, who... Oh, and then he loses it.
Oof. I was going to
Just
say
as he
that,
comes
a statement
out
intent
of
as
Cops. But this is what we were talking about now, is your time is limited in qualifying. Wet conditions, slower laps, 10 minutes of qualifying to do it in. So we'll jump on board with Finn in the AMG Evo. The last race I streamed was Alton Park, and he had some huge setup issues with the car there.
It's amazing how quickly I'm down to 8th.
Still second in class though, Adam. Gotta bear that in mind.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
First,
Amazed that I outqualified Hiker as well, because the boy was on form in practice.
Whoa! Sorry, just seeing Sam out and drift around the first corner.
Oh no,
Kept it-
and Finn
kept that
goes
wall
wide
up.
and invalidates when he's 8 temps up. Somebody we haven't mentioned who's been featuring at the front of the races is Rooney. He's in the Porsche as well. Doesn't seem to be having such a good time.
Yeah, he was dominant last week, so it'd be surprising if he wasn't up the front again this week.
So I missed last week. I've even forgot where I did the track guide for. Brands Hatch. There
Brands
we go.
Hatch,
It's
yeah.
come back to me. Yeah.
He played a strong strategy game.
Oh, Rooney just drifting.
White knuckles
Through
in that
there.
room.
Oh, Finn is going to be absolutely gutted that he invalidated because he was 1.1 seconds up. However, conditions, I think they've hit their limit of how much better they're going to get now, because there isn't anyone drastically improving on their lap times. Samoa's comes across the line. He does a 2:15.8, which puts him into P12 overall.
No, it's Mr. Payne snuck into third there.
Yeah, BP improves. And we are starting to see some green sectors now. Cammy Sturch, 4 temps up going on to the Hangar Straight. We've lost a little bit through the exit of Brooklands and into Chapel.
I reckon there'll be a nice battle between the likes of Bain and Finney and Cammy and Rooney tonight.
Yeah, Cammy put a fast lap in free practice, if I remember rightly as well. She was flying.
Yeah, you've just got the one pro car we out setting a time so far, and it's Sammy Rout, and he'll be open to put a time in, so don't have to battle through all the Am and Silver drivers.
Yeah, half an hour has gone quickly as well, hasn't it? I mean, we're 2 minutes left of qualifying now.
Yeah.
So he's only going to get one more lap in.
Sammy's not been feeling too well either, have they? So
No,
probably struggling a bit.
we was struggling with the conditions as well. You dropped me a message earlier. No pressure if you're listening.
What's he driving? Is he still in the Lexus?
Yeah, I just had a look now. It looks a little bit battered down the left-hand side.
I think he got quite well acquainted with the wall on one of his outlaps.
I'd go with that.
Tell you what, I'll be chuffed if I manage to hang on to a top 10 quali. So really it's BP, Samoas and Roughton that could knock me out of that. But yeah.
Well, someone who is improving, who you don't have to worry about, is Drake Cruz. He's on the limit of his lap time at the moment. Cammy Sturch has improved by almost half a second. And moves up to P4 above Zach Finney. Let's go back
So
to Drake
close to
Cruz.
Bain.
Yeah, solid lap.
Wow, 5/1000.
That could be a great battle in the making.
Drake Cruz comes out of Luffield. He's going to make a small improvement of around 1/10 of a second here. There he goes, 2:12.3. So the only driver in the 12s at the moment. And he now starts his last flying lap. Someone who won't be improving is Zach Finney. He's gone off on the exit of Brooklands into Chapel. It looks like we've got Drake Cruz, Finn, Samoas all on laps.
How's Sammy getting on? Should be finishing the lap shortly.
Just going
He's
through
in
the last corner
Luffield.
now.
Looks like he's got it together for a lap.
Looks like a handful of back end of that Lexus.
Yeah, comes across the line and moves into
just that.
P17. However, Samoa's is improving massively. He's 1.4 seconds up before going into Abbey. Interestingly, Wolf has got the fastest final sector in the BMW. Tells me that there's room for improvement for Alan Drake Cruz in the final sector. Or maybe the M4 is just a better car through there. Oh, Samoa's got a little bit sideways there. And he's lost a chunk of time now.
Shame, because he could have gone up to 6th or 7th with that kind of pace jump.
Then up a good battle if you can find that place on track.
As he comes out of Luffield onto the start-finish straight, he crosses the line, goes up to P7. Well, that is it.
Stevie Bain saying in chat he had more left in the tank, but he made a few mistakes. So good to see what we got.
There is some rain in this session, so watch out for slippery curves and remember to brake earlier.
My race engineer's just told me it's wet.
Yeah, you may have just heard my one, even as a spectator, say that it's wet. Please watch out for slippery curbs and make sure to brake earlier.
Yeah, that's what I got as well. Yeah.
So we can only pray that everyone got the same message.
I'd listened to it. That's the key differentiator.
Yeah, that's kind of the most important part.
As a coach, Adam, let me recommend wet tyres.
Wow. Tell you what,
That's a good one.
you don't get that for free in many places.
Oh, do you know what? I'd gone with the snow tyres, so I'm glad you said that.
Ripping the tarmac
that's,
apart.
Now, kids, now.
That's when we do the AMS2 championships.
That's one of the things that they didn't carry across from Project Cars 2, actually, was snow. Which is a shame. Quite fancy a snow race.
The flooded conditions on this, on ACC, are just horrific. I mean, this kind of rain is bad enough, especially when you hit them sort of unsighted puddles and do a little bit of aquaplaning at 130 miles an hour.
The puddles on Project Cars 2 were nuts as well.
Yeah, they were.
Just crazy.
The ones that would just stop you dead.
But rip the front of your car off.
So we are less than 20 seconds away from the start of the formation lap. Guys, can I get your predictions, other than you, Adam, because you're racing? Who are we going for to take the win in Pro?
I'll go
One
for
of you.
Cruz.
Okay, safe bet. Alex?
I'll go Cruise. Play it safe.
Okay, I'm going to go for Wolf. Just to be different. I've watched Drake Cruz, and as fantastic as he's doing, let's not forget at the same time that the kid's 9 years old and he's able to race like this.
Incredible.
But that Lambo in the wet can be a little bit of a beast. The M4 is quite a safe car. So I don't know. Let's see. But also, you know, who's practiced their pit entry and braking points in the wet?
Not me.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to say that. Into the silver class, who do we think is going to take the win with? Well, do you know what? Wolf's in silver, isn't he? So I'm going to have to.
I'll take.
I'll go. Yeah, I'm going to go for. I can't see past Drake Cruz now. Yeah, I'm going to go for Drake Cruz, and I'm guessing everyone already knows who I'm going to go for in silver. So, Alex and Matt, who are you going to go for?
My silver has got to be Wolf.
Yeah, I'll go for the crowd pleasing options. We'll go for Wolf.
Yeah, it's a fantastic effort in qualifying in the silver class to put the car second overall. Although he is going to have a rear vision mirror full of.
Face. Don't forget to put it on helmet cam for the start. Yeah.
Already is. I was going to make that comment as well. And then as we go down to the AMs, who are we going for in that one?
That's a tough one. I'm going to be boring and go for Torn.
I'll go for Palman Jensen to go from almost back to front in the AMS.
Okay.
Shout.
I'm going to go with Gora. I'm praying the Lexus comes good.
Yeah, me too. My Rookies Championship starts tonight.
Oh yeah. How are the computer issues, situation, whatever you want to call it, all sorted now?
Touch wood. That's me
I actually
touching wood.
heard you slap your head.
Yeah. And then I realised I'm actually sat in a wooden built structure, so I could have just touched anything and it would have been wood.
Yes,
yeah,
our very
touch
own.
wood, it's been okay.
See, we've had this conversation, haven't we? Is that you are actually oNiD's version of Wish Jimmer because you race in a shed.
You're just trying to shake off the Wish Jim tag.
But that's not the point, is it?
No.
But you do race in a shed, so I think
I
that
do,
you should be.
I'm
Everyone-
really
Yeah.
concerned about round one of the Jimmy Broadbent British GT3 series on Monday night that I'm supposed to be racing in because it's going to be hot, hot, hot.
Well, everyone, take a moment and say a prayer for Adam tonight. 45 minutes of Silverstone in the wet in a hot shed is not the
Not too
place
bad
I'd
tonight.
want to be.
Fine.
I actually like that we've got you in here, to be fair, because if you go quiet, I can just call an ambulance.
Do you care?
Yeah, if Adam goes quiet, you know something's gone wrong.
Okay, well,
Good luck.
the field makes its way round the final corner on the formation lap, so they'll now be getting into position for the start of the race. Adam, I can only imagine that's going to be terrifying once all the spray kicks in, heading down to
It was bad
turn
enough
one.
on the formation lap, the spray. Yeah, this is the worst I've seen the spray, but that may just be because my computer's better these days.
Yeah, one of the benefits of not good graphics. So we wait for the lights to go green for the start of the race. It's round 5 of the rookie season at Silverstone. In case you hadn't noticed already, it's raining.
Green light.
The lights are green, and we are away into turn 1. Looks like Drake Cruz has got a tidy enough start there. We jump back to Adam D, who's also quite clean through there, and it looks like just about everyone has got through there cleanly. Let's go back to the front with Drake Cruz. He has got away there. Further down the pack, through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel onto the hangar straight. Again, it looks like... Oh, we have a yellow flag, and... Oh, we've got cars caught up. Oh, no. That...
I think Kovacic, Haslam, Palman, Jensen all ended up on the grass, but none of them significantly lost a bit of
Yeah,
time, but
I sort of got
kept
lost a
facing
little
the right
bit there
way.
with that because everyone seems to have made it through just up at the front. Adam
Wolf's
D.
round,
Oh,
Wolf's round.
wow,
Yeah.
and that has taken out a few cars there. Let's go as I try and click on
Cammy
Wolf.
Sturcher and Wolf have come out of that the worst. Cammy's dead last, Wolf's just in front of her.
Cammy's just gone now.
So as they came,
Your silver leader is now.
as they came down to Stowe, Wolf came together with, was that Bain in the, it was, oh, and then Finn in the Mercedes absolutely piled into,
That's a shame.
While you're just
Wow.
showing that replay, Lazewski's just had a spin. He's now last. 4.58's in trouble. Taylor.
Taylor.
and Van der Veen, and Van der Veen has been caught up with Taylor as well. Oh, as Lazewski comes flying round into him. So what happened with, I had a feeling the replay button was going to be quite busy tonight, so Hiker gets onto the paint. Oh no. I think that's one of them ones where you've been caught out with the conditions and kind of forgot how difficult Abbey is in the wet. In the dry, it's not really a corner that you throw the car up the inside of. Oh, Lisevsky managed to avoid him. So, where are we with everything that's going on at the moment? Drake Cruz has crossed the line.
Rooney's pitted.
Yep,
Really
only
spotted
can't
already.
fit so far.
That makes me wonder if he's got some tyre pressures incorrect or fuel or something there.
Avoid and Finn in as well. Finn in? Finn.
Finn,
in.
Finn in.
and-
So, people that have gained massively from the start. Well, one of them is in the com spot with us, Mr. Adam D. You're up to P5 overall.
And
and
P1 in silver.
look, Adam, we're the commentators tonight. You're the featured driver.
I'm excited. I'm sorry.
However, yes, Adam, you are leading Silver Class by about 1.2 seconds over Evans in the M4.
Remember what happened last time I led a race in this class with Evans behind me?
Yes, yeah, that was Hungary, wasn't it? That was the first
Yeah.
race of the season.
Yeah.
So further down, Wolf has decided not to pit, and it looks like he is either struggling massively with that car or being held up massively by the cars.
But Rooney just exiting the pits now.
Oh, he's been given a
Oh,
stop
dear.
go for De Vroid.
To avoid SG30.
Mac, if you'd like to tell us how the SG30 comes about.
Well, if you're me, it's not because you get excited and snatch second gear as you're leaving the pits and speed in the pits. But it can be done obviously on entrance. I think entrance is a little bit more lenient, but as you're leaving the pits, it seems to be a bit stricter on your speed.
You've got Cammy Sturch off through Abbey into farm. Up the front, Drake Cruz has a very comfortable 2.8, 2.9, 3 seconds over Bain in P2. P3 overall is Zach Finney with Samoa's in P4. P5 overall and leading in class, just in case you thought I was going to forget, is Adam D. However, Evans is hunting him down and he is closely followed by BP in the McLaren. And then there's a bit of a gap to Dan Hyde, who is in P8. Third in class overall. Ryan Davies then comes into the pits. So Ryan Davies in very early as well.
He's had a good opening couple of laps. Torn in the M class has gone from 90th to 10th. Well, he's 9th now actually, so he's done well.
I know Ryan's been struggling this week. He's had pretty bad COVID, so he's been pretty quiet this week. So
We've lost for hair. What has happened there? Into Cops. Is this a... Has he been Pileman Jensened into? He has. Oh dear. I'm not sure Pileman Jensen was expecting him to step on the brakes quite like that.
He definitely didn't get fair warning for that one.
Oh,
Stop
good
it.
Lord.
Does that count as comedy in Yorkshire?
I'm laughing.
There we are.
That's
then.
all that matters. So Davies makes his way out of the pits. So looks like it's not the COVID that's got him. Maybe
Good
he
stuff.
just wanted a clear track.
Yeah, Ryan is another one who likes an early pit stop. See, Rooney did it straight away like he did last week.
Well, yeah, fortunately there is a 75-minute pit window tonight. So, oh, and Sturch with a yellow card. Yellow flag. Wrong sport.
Close enough.
It's yellow. I got the colour right. Oh, the
well
rejoin
done.
there. As Lazewski just gets past before Abbey. And we've got Gora with a yellow flag as well.
Not got a yellow card, no.
But I can kick you out if you want.
Feel free. Do whatever you want.
You seem to be going along quite nicely at the moment. However, we do have a yellow flag for Bain, who has lost it out of Luffields onto the start-finish straight, and he has decided to go in for the pits.
Play it cool, pits it is.
Oh, he seems
Yeah,
to
he
go
meant that.
quite quick when he hit that line. He might be in danger of a penalty there.
Oh, we've got another yellow flag for Gora. I'm pausing now to make sure I've said yellow flag and not card again.
I will let you know if you do it again.
No, I'm sure. Okay.
From Drake Cruz has got a decent lead, 7.5 seconds already.
Yeah, he is
Fastest lap.
in a race of his own, a 2:11.8. That's even faster than he went in qualifying.
I think the track is faster. I'm faster than I was in qualifying as well, and I'm 6/10 up on this lap as well. So
Yeah. Oh, Haslam with a yellow flag. And that is a spin through Cops. Oh no, he got tagged.
Ooh.
Oh, it looks like he's struggling a bit with the car now. Back onto our featured driver. Oh, yep, I see. That is an interesting line through Stowe.
Hey?
Palmer and Jensen just took a little detour over the grass through Stir. If that's what you're aiming at, Adam.
Well, you said back to our featured driver.
Yeah, I
talked
just
about somebody else.
the yellow flag came up again, so
Interestingly, Bain's come out just behind Rooney, so that could be a good battle for these two.
yeah, Kovacic is in the pits. Things calming down a bit, and Adam D finds himself in a BMW sandwich. Samoa's just ahead of him, and Evans closely behind.
Interestingly, my lap time's just gone down to a 2:13.3, which is over a second faster than I was in qualifying.
That's why, if you're taking them lines.
Well, no, I didn't on the
Half the
previous
track.
lap.
Oh, so that little mistake there from Adam has allowed Evans to close right up to him.
Oh,
However,
Samoa's is round.
Samoa's is round. Oh.
Saved it.
Let's take a look at that as he comes through Maggots and Beckett's. Too much curb on the inside here? No. Brakes and downshifts.
Hold my
And
beer.
then-
Oh.
That is... Well, that
That's a
was
screenshot, that
an
is.
incredible save, yeah. There's a wallpaper for the desktop.
Yeah.
Racking up the style points.
Oh, as Adam D goes wide and loses the lead of the silver class to Evans.
Pace of the pit stops has slowed down. You had a couple of cars in early and you just had fair going now, but still the scene's 7 cars pit, so there's a wide range of strategies going on.
Hear the wheel spin when Adam gets on the curb there from the onboard camera.
Beast, isn't it? Just keep an eye on the Rooney Bain battle. It's down to about 3 or 4 tenths now. That'll be a good one. Especially the Audi squirt down this straight.
Wow, that top end of that Evo 2 is...
It's disgusting, isn't it? Especially against the Porsche.
What was his choice in the livery?
What, the Cadbury livery? Oh,
Cadbury.
Yeah.
quite nice. I like it. You're not a fan?
No. Wow, a little bit
More of a
sideways
Galaxy
there.
man.
Yeah, do you know what? Spot on. I am.
Oh, good. Very nice.
It's like the fastest version of the milk tray man in that livery. So whilst them two battle it out, we do have Adam D in the pits. What's the thoughts there, Adam? Get it done and out of the way?
I found myself pushing a little bit too hard, sitting close to Evans, and also there was a couple of back markers that we were just coming up on as well. So I thought maybe it's a good time to get myself out of the spray, hopefully come out in a bit of clean air and try and get a rhythm going again.
Nice, nice. Well, that has put Dan Hyde up into P2 in class and P6 overall. Someone who's really... Evans has got some good pace. He's now down to less than a second behind Samoa's. So the battle of the BMWs for the final position on the podium overall. As Samoa's finds himself behind a very erratic Lamborghini, who does move out of the way, but doesn't move out of the way for Evans. Or does. Nicely done there. Great driving from De Vroid.
We've got Rooney and Bain trying to pass a back mark at the moment. They've both got through safely. It's good.
Yellow flag flash up then for BP. He seems to be okay.
One
Very
more of those
cool.
and he gets a red flag, doesn't he?
Bain is a long
That's
way
it.
Rooney.
It's a good move.
Bain has made it past. Solid work.
Let's
Brave
go
move
back
in those
and
conditions.
take a look at that.
Rooney
Down the
got
hanger
back
straight.
to him by the Bentley.
Rooney's all over the back of Bain there.
It was nicely done, as you say.
And some nice clean
Bain
racing with these two.
heads out wide there. Haslam loses a place. Oh, he's battling Magora, who is a lap down, I believe. Oh, it's Sam. Sam in the Lexus. It's because they've both got oNiD livery Lexuses.
Lexi.
Lexis.
He beat me.
No, not Lexi's, just Lexi.
Lexi. Alright. Oh. You're a good commentator, Adam. Featured driver, I'm not so sure. We'll work on that.
I did suggest that you muted me.
Yeah, I know. One day I'll listen to you.
By the way, I got my wish. Loads of clean air. I've got one back marker now, but Sam's got his indicator on, doing a great job jumping
Looks
out
like
of the way.
he's coming into the pits.
Yeah.
So we've just jumped on with you. Okay, so you're still ahead of Davies, Verheer and De Vroid in class. Everyone in front of you has to pit in class. Up at the front, as he isn't getting any time on screen, just purely because of the domination, is Alan Drake Cruz. Currently 15 seconds clear of Finney. And lapping nearly 2.2 seconds a lap faster.
Wow. That's
Great steady
insane.
work.
Yeah. No more rookies for you, sir.
No. Enjoy the final round at Spa next week. I think he's signed up for the Sunday League, hasn't he? So,
Oh, brilliant. I can get beaten by a 9-year-old again. That sounds weird. At racing.
I was just going to brush over it and carry on.
Yeah, I think the quicker we move on, the better, really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight coming down
Oh.
into Brooklands.
Dear. Sam Page in chat has forgot to add fuel. Whoops.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Ooh,
Sam.
as we have De Vroid around at Cops and into the
Oh.
barrier. Forgot to add fuel, but had enough time to type in chat that he'd forgot to add fuel.
Plenty of time to chat when your cars run out of fuel. We've got nothing to
Multitasking.
worry about.
A bit of a battle here between Lewin and Torn in the McLarens. Scorer gets... Oh, I say Gora gets back past Heike van der Veen. That's because Heike has gone into the pits. And Page has brought out a yellow flag. He has stopped and returned to the pits, and that will probably be due to the fact that he had no fuel left. In all of this, where is our featured driver? He's just coming across the start-finish line.
Hello?
Oh, Alex, we have a follower, subscriber, whatever. I heard a Murray
Yes.
Walker in my ear.
It's Apex Vest. Thanks for
Oh.
subscribing, man. Do we qualify for rookies?
No, he doesn't. He's been in a pro split before. And he's too quick.
There you go. Question answered.
But hi, Ralph.
Ben also beat us to it. Oh, and Sam Page also put the wrong tyres on, so not a good pit
Oh.
stop for him, alright.
Okay.
Regards to that, I did the exact same mistake on my first wet race, leading whatever class I was in, and then put dry tyres on. Whoops.
So what we have missed in all of this is Evans has made his way up to P3 overall and is only 3.3 seconds behind Zach Finney. Now bearing in mind this is Evans who is in the silver class.
That's excellent work.
As Verheer moves out of the way. Yeah, his lap time's sort of around the same as Has Finney in front. However, someone who is lapping faster than both of them is Samoa's, and BP is just on a 2:12.9. So 8 tenths he's gained on Zach Finney on that lap alone. Wolf is coming up on the back of Dan Hyde after the incident at the start of the race. Quite like that livery he's made. There as... Who have we got there? Bain with a drive-through.
No, Stevie.
Now,
1 week.
I'm going to point out that I gave him some advice earlier, and he obviously didn't listen.
Wolf
The
gets a
one
bit
thing you said for him
sideways.
not to do, Adam, and he did it.
Yeah.
You just jump on board with Wolf as he comes up to Stowe behind Dan Hyde. You can see the spray being kicked up, making it really, really difficult to see your braking point, but Wolf does a good job there, closes right in on Dan Hyde. Is he going to go for a move into Vale? He's not. He's going to let Dan Hyde outbrake himself and take the Perez line through there. Will he take the Hamilton line? He will, in the Hamilton coloured car, but he gets a bit sideways, and this... somehow they avoid each other. And we've got a few people in the pits now. Railton, Gora, Haslam and Lewin are all in the pits. And Adam D is back up to 14th overall. How you feeling, Adam? Got your rhythm?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's I don't seem to have quite got back down into the 13s again, but low 14s. It's...
Staying out of trouble though, people battling around and having moments.
I literally have the track to myself at the moment, which is lovely.
Yeah, I can imagine next car up the road is 8.2 seconds, which is Rooney.
And he's going to
However,
be faster than me, so
Wolf is
yeah,
still
fine.
going at Dan Hyde, and oh no, and not too bad there. Wolf lets off and allows Dan Hyde to carry on. So
Sporting. Good to see.
yeah, good there. So Drake Cruz is in the pits, as is Evans. So that gives Finney the lead of the race currently. So obviously, Adam, you were just behind Evans as you went into the pits.
Yeah. I'm going to be a long way behind him after he pits, because now he's been released, I think his pace is pretty strong.
Yeah,
compared to
his
me.
pace has been incredible. Sort of low 212s, high 212s, low 213s. So
Yeah.
yeah, really good pace there. So he's down off the jacks, and he pulls away as Adam comes out of the final corner, and we have a drive-through for Finn.
Finn. Oh, an SG30 for some.
For
SG30
Evans.
for
Evans.
So that's going to blow the Silver Championship wide open because he was ahead of Wolf. Well, he was level on points with Wolf, and that might have absolutely ruined his chances of winning the Silver Split.
And Adam's sheer excitement at knowing he could now take the lead back in Silver Class causes him to completely fluff cops.
No, that's my norm.
Who's cops?
You approach the corner, stop, and then go. Yeah, like it's the sounds like
I'm
something
taking
that
it as
Matt would do. Stop and then go. So
I'm taking it as a squared off corner, that one.
we have a yellow flag for Samoa's, who is dancing and pirouetting around on the grass in the wet. That is one of the worst things, isn't it? When you go off somewhere where there's grass in these conditions. I almost feel like putting the pit limiter on and trying to get yourself back on track is the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
As the McLaren behind of that wasn't Palm and Jensen. Who was that in the McLaren just getting wild? That was Haslam. Wow. So
Good to
things-
see most of the people picking up penalties are jumping in the pits and clearing them straight away. We've
Yep.
had quite a few so far where they've people have picked up another penalty and been DQ'd.
yeah, so Evans is our only one now, I believe, to serve a penalty. Oh, and Sam Roughton has had a big accident. The bonnet on that Lexus is, well, it's certainly exposing everything that's underneath.
Don't
Yeah.
expose the secret, Sam.
So Hyde and Wolf have both jumped into the pits together.
Oh, we've got everyone.
The
Finney,
top
Samoa's,
six.
BP, Hyde, Wolf, Sturch, all in the pits. Let's on as Lizewski takes overall lead of the race, with everyone having pitted.
That's Sammy Raven into pits too.
Drake Cruz back up to P3. Overall, still with the net lead of the race.
Just an update on Callum Evans. He's pulling into the pits right now to serve his stop go 30. So this is the silver race right here, and he's hit the wall on the pit entry as well. That's not gone well, and he might have also picked up a speeding penalty as well. And Finn has picked up one as well at the same time. Pit lane chaos.
Adam
Callum
D
Evans
comes
could be
across
getting
the
another
line, squares off Cops nicely. And
Shut up.
That was a
moves up
little better.
to P8. No, that was much better. Much better.
Thanks, coach.
Last time the camera carried on and you didn't, so that was.
That was my worst impression possible of Cool Runnings.
Well, hopefully there'll be no Sankey, your dead man, at any point.
Kiss my egg.
I'll pass, thanks. But that's from the film as well. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Zach Finney. Zach Finney's picked up a stop go. I missed that. Did someone?
Yeah, parking
Yeah.
called that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's another position overall, Adam. I believe you're going to make up there.
Callum Evans has got another stop go 30 as well,
Oh,
I think.
The Wolf Hide battle's
he
gone
has,
as well.
yes.
And Sammy Dudar in chat, he's put drives on twice in the pits, so he's outdone Page there.
Oh, Kovacic is around in the McLaren.
Is that why Sam crashed?
Yeah, that said it was, but I'd imagine it will have been in these conditions.
Okay, so back up at the front, Drake Cruz leads the way, technically due to Lizewski having to do a pit.
Alex, I have a request.
Go on.
Can you sneak into SGP and make Spa wet as well, please?
100% rain, let's flood it. that's
Lizewski
too
has
crazy.
pitted, so Adam, after you come across the line this time, you should be leading class.
Yeah, I've got Wolf, I think, about 8 seconds behind me, so that's the... He's still got a pit.
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened in the pits. He went at the same time. Always crashing.
Oh, so
went
maybe
the
he
same
didn't
time.
fulfill all obligations of the stop.
Yeah.
Nearest challenger is Ryan Davies, about 15 seconds behind or so.
So that
And I'm
is
finally back into the 13s as well, so...
MD up to P5 overall.
Palman Jensen's pitting from second and amateur. His class leader there, Torn, he's second on the road. He's not paid yet, but it's still pretty good going.
17's got to drive through the track limits.
Gora.
And scorer.
And
And Lizewski has come out of the pits and spun, taking the other pit road back onto the track. There we go. Evans in for his second stop go in a row.
But he's still out with that SG30. I'd be a bit nervous.
Has Lizewski? I think Lizewski's come out on
Ground.
slicks. Oh no!
an awkward place to get out of
So-
as well.
Lizewski's come out on slicks.
Must have done.
And we're still stuck on the last corner. So,
Did you put slicks on for a third time?
yeah, there we go. It's got going again.
Oh yeah, you can see the yellow markings on the outside of the tyre there. A clear indication that Lizewski is on slick tyres.
Would you guys like some good news from chat?
Yes.
Okay, so you're no longer losing to a 9-year-old in Drake Cruz. It's actually his 10th birthday today.
Hey,
Oh, happy birthday! What did you
Oh,
do for your 10th birthday? You absolutely pummeled a bunch of adults at a racing game.
Good lad.
I honestly, my daughter's 9 years old, my boy's 7, and I could not imagine in 2 years my boy sitting there. Well, I hope not, because he'd be better than me then. as well. But just to be able to, I mean, in these conditions as well, just is incredible. As Jesus, what was that just flashed across the screen?
Not guilty.
It was too fast to tell, Adam.
Oh, I think it was De Vroid in the Lambo. Lost it on the exit of Stowe.
That's Wolf finally in for his pit stop. Not sure what happened the first one.
I'm having some right fun chasing down BP here.
Yeah, we've just jumped on with you, so less than half a second. Oof.
Can you? Oh, there. Can you smell a podium, Adam?
I'm going to need somebody in the top 3 to have an issue and for me to get past BP.
Well, Torn's
Well,
second,
Torn's
who
got a
hasn't
pit.
pitted. Yeah.
I shall try my very best now then.
Stevie Baines just jumped past Zach Finney. Well, Zach's still got his SG30 to go. So Stevie's trying to do a bit of a recovery drive here.
Nicely done there, Adam.
Tell you what, Sam Page is doing a very good job at staying out of people's ways. He's
excellent for that.
learning fast, but the way he gets out of the way, superb.
It was the same last week at Brands.
Yeah.
It was our time there, but his awareness was really good for that.
Yeah. And he uses his indicators as well, which is lovely.
Better than the Beamers.
They don't have indicators.
Correct.
You have to pay a monthly subscription for them.
You actually can't map the indicator in if you're in the BMW. Just cancels it out.
But yeah, parking. Were you making reference to their heated seat subscription service?
Yes, I was. It's
Wow.
absolute low lives.
Yeah,
What's this?
£15 a month as well.
Oh, have you not heard?
No, go on.
Yeah, to get heated seats in the Beamer now. And is it central locking or something ridiculous? Some sort of
Basically-
remote locking system.
You've
Yeah,
got the
basically
hardware.
what they're going to do is they're going to load all of the features onto
Oh.
every single car now, but you have to unlock them with subscriptions.
Real life microtransactions, don't you love it?
Wow.
Finn has got a stop go after a stop go, I think. Or is it just not taken that one?
And Torn is finally in the pits, which puts Adam D up to P4 overall.
I don't
Eventually.
think Finney hasn't been in, it just keeps re-registering on the screen.
Ah,
Could somebody pass me a tissue, please? There seems to be some red stuff coming from my nose.
Oh dear,
Oh dear.
it's got vertigo.
No, I've got a nosebleed being this far up. the
Yeah, that's what
order.
I meant. The heights thing, vertigo.
They're the best jokes, the ones you have to explain, aren't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
we had genuine concern for you there, Adam, and you threw it in our face with a
Oh,
joke.
did we? Oh no,
Oh, vaguely.
Lane's got
Oh,
a yellow card. He's got a yellow card. Do you know what? Oh no! This was.
oh!
So Page got on the curb and spun up, and Bain had absolutely nowhere to go in all of that. Do you know what the problem is? Because I'm using ACC race control, and when it brings up the little yellows, it reminds me of what you used to get when you play Championship Manager. If a player got a yellow card, it would just put it next to the name like that.
I'm round on the straight. Back straight. Sammy Routen's round again.
Oh, BP's wide. BP's wide.
Oh no, we just clicked off. Has Adam managed to get past? Not quite.
Side by side through Luffield.
Should have the
A long way
traction
round.
on the exit. And now the power of the... Oh, that is close.
Oh,
This is gonna go on.
Oh, no.
God. Oh god. Good lad.
Oh.
Oh, it's coming back though, BP. It's not Adam making the route noise.
I can't watch this.
neither can I, but I have to.
Oh,
Switch.
the switch
Switcheroo.
back.
Oh, there he
Nice.
goes.
Johnny would be proud.
I didn't want to put you off there, Adam. Good racing.
That was great.
Excellent
Great.
stuff there. Let's go back and have a replay of that. So Adam tries to make the move around the outside of Cops. BP gets the drive and decides to make a dive. Adam sees it coming into Maggots and Beckett's. Backs out, goes for, as he said, the old switcheroo. And gets the move done. Fantastic driving. And now moves up to P3 overall.
It's great seeing the grunt of that Lexus out the corner. It's ridiculous.
What did you just call me? Oh, the grunt of the Lexus, right, yeah.
For the purposes of the stream, that's indeed what I called you.
I'm hoping that Gabby will now start to distract BP.
Yep, I was about to say, you have 11 minutes left and you have a very fast Samoa's approaching from behind. So his last lap was only a tenth faster than yours.
But let's stop talking
As
about
Adam decides that
He wants
corner is
another
not
track
for him.
PP.
He's backing him up into him. I see the tactics here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm that clever.
So we are
We'll
going to have
find
a battle for the final podium position overall into
Yeah,
the
for
last
sure.
10 minutes.
Finally at a stage where nobody has a penalty. So this is going to be interesting in the last 10 minutes.
Bane says, hold my beer.
There's just one car left to take his pit stop as well. Wolf, who's had a deadly slip backwards, hasn't he? Not sure if he's had trouble in the pit stops.
He's been in, so I can only imagine he's not set his pit stops right.
Oh,
Yeah.
BP gets it very sideways again into Maggots and Beckett's. And that puts Samoa's right on the back.
Look
Looks
how
like
fast
Samoa's
it's
has got the run as well. He is going to be
BP,
past before
defend.
Stowe.
Oh, that is done.
And McLaren seems to be struggling through Maggots and Beckett's complex in these
He's
conditions.
not giving this up. Though.
Keeps it on the outside and he's stayed ahead, Adam.
Good lad.
You focus on the
Alright.
race ahead, we'll do the commentary.
Oh, shit. I mean,
Ow.
oops.
Whoa!
Wow.
BP's
that-
Oh, BP's in trouble. Yeah.
He followed Adam.
Apologies
Interesting,
for the language there.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's alright, we've got a 10-year-old in here, don't worry, Adam.
Oh, God. Right, let's take the camera off Adam for a little while. What have we got going on further back? Evans is in a battle with Gora. Oh, and decides that he's in his way. But kindly allows him to take the position back eventually. There we go. Up at the front. Baines had a drive-through, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow, so he...
Yeah. Proper recovery drive.
One of the battles we do have going on is Finn over the back of Dan Hyde. Mercedes versus microtransaction BMW. I can't believe you've got to subscribe to get heated seats.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
I might have to start setting things up like that for my relationship. So, if you want me to be nice, it's $4.99 a month. If you want me to cook, $6.99 a month.
Well, that's a bargain. I'll take the cooking subscription. And I'll even... Can I offset it with the being nice subscription? So therefore I only pay £1 a month and you can be
No.
mean to me but still cook?
No, because I would be mean to you anyway.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, shut up. Concentrate on your race.
Stevie B GT.
Oh, Finney with a drive-through. He's had all the
Second
penalties.
Yeah. The most of
Yeah, Stevie B GT in chat with a good point. Cammy has just nicked fastest lap from Drake Cruz, so she has
Oh, wow,
got
yeah.
amazing pace all of a sudden.
Bane needs to concentrate on driving.
I did wonder why they were typing in single word sentences. That makes more sense now.
Well, he wrote fast and then drove over the grass, just by the pit exit. He's trying to clock up another drive-through.
So BP is coming back on Samoa's. You'll be pleased to know, Adam.
I will indeed.
Adam's just missed the apex again. No, he's not.
Milky and
How appropriate this is, but my ass has gone numb.
Milky 25 in chat as well, wondering what's up with Wolf's pit stop. We can, without seeing them on board, we can only assume it's not set fuel or tyres to be changed. That's why it'd be still showing one pit stop even though it's been in
and
the
then
pits.
has he gone in again and set fuel but not tyres? And he's done
Yeah, you've
one
got to do
then
them
the other.
both at the same time, haven't you?
So you've got BP now all over the back of Samoa's. Finn all over the back of Dan Hyde. Finn goes for the switcheroo, and he gets the move done. That was beautifully done. Let's go back to that and jump onto helmet cam. So Dan Hyde missed the first part, and Finn set him up nicely in the second. Got all the traction, and a very nice overtake there by Finn. And we've lost Dan Hyde. What's happened there? Oh.
Whoops.
Taking a little jaunty over the grass. And that has cost him a couple of places. He's on the back of Torn again now. He's got the move done through there. It looks like he's passed. Is he completely passed? Yes, we have Gora with a drive-through. Dan just made a wonderful move on Torn there, going into Maggots and Beckett's.
Can't believe there's only 4 minutes left. It's absolutely flown by again.
Yes,
No,
indeed.
it hasn't.
Hasn't for Adam D, who is just holding on to that lead.
Nicely done. Indicates left. Lifts off.
Legend.
Yeah.
Just back up at the front, 28 seconds, no less, ahead of the rest of the field is Drake Cruz. B. Rooney is in P2, having a very lonely race as well. And then 13 seconds behind him is Chaos for the final few minutes.
If most can hold them up a bit more, you're going to have a four-way battle for fourth on the track, I suspect. Although Cammy is struggling just to bridge that last 2.5 seconds to him.
Yeah, I was thinking Baines picked his pace up, or Cammy's struggling because she's dropped back slightly.
It's hard to tell, really.
Adam, if there was one thing I could say to you right now, just remember that all of these are not for class.
Yeah, exactly. I'll defend a bit, but not
Yeah, it looks like
not over the top.
Samoa's has got that run onto the hanger straight. Absolutely nailed.
Yeah, that closing speed's crazy.
Yeah,
Speed
BMW a
runs a
good
bit
car in the wet.
Sammy Dudar in the chat.
Oh, as Samoa's gets very sideways coming onto the Hamilton straight.
Sammy just said 4-stop strat. OP.
Oh dear.
Bless.
So Drake Cruz comes across the line. This will be the final lap of the race, I believe.
Yeah, well, indeed.
There you go. Cammy's finally closed that gap onto the back of Bain. She's just 1 second off him now.
Yeah, this battle is insane. We've got BP 0.3 off the back of Samoa's, and then you can see just how close Bain and Sturch are coming into there.
I can see the queue in my mirror.
You just focus on the road ahead, because BP is now putting some serious pressure on Samoa's.
Not sure what's happened there. Heike just had a yellow flag on track and then he vanished from the service. I don't know if he's had a tech issue or what. He was doing alright until then, so that's unfortunate. It was, I said, look.
Oh, and gets a real sideways snap on.
BP's getting involved as well. Oh, goes for it. This is good work, Adam. Back the pack up so they're fighting each other, not you.
Yeah, he has done a perfect job there, because you're now going to get a great run onto the hangar straight. The power of the Lexus giving you a breather. But look at this. 5 cars battling for P3 overall on the final lap of the race.
This is ace.
Just quickly check where Drake Cruz is on track. So he's coming down the Wellington straight now. Let's go back to Adam D.
Turn.
Cammy's on Bain at the moment.
You're gonna have to run out of this corner though.
Quick back to Drake Cruz as he comes out of the final corner. He is going to take the win. A perfect race from start to finish for him. Well done there,
dear, big
and
crash.
happy
Big crash, big
birthday.
crash. Just in front of us, just in front of you.
Evans and Fair, I think it was. They've got yellow flags and they've lost a lot of time. Not entirely sure what happened there though.
Oh!
Gabby, no! Wow.
Gabby goes for the lunge, and that has caused absolute chaos behind. Samoa's around. B. Rooney's gone off in the final corner, but as we watch Adam D now come down to the final couple of corners, you can see Samoa's there in the background. We'll go back and have a look at what happened there after the race. Adam D comes around the final corner. Rooney crosses in P2 after making a mistake in the final corner, and Adam D brings it home. P3 overall, wins in class and holds on.
Closely followed by Bain and Cammy.
Takes out the GT board for good measure. Wow.
Wow.
Good work, Adam.
Oh! Wow, that's close. So Dan Hyde has Lewin for company as they come down into the final couple of corners. Dan Hyde will do everything to defend this position in the final couple of corners. Looking to pick up the pieces is Taylor. Oh, and he nearly gets a swing around the outside of Lewin, but Dan Hyde holds on. Finn comes across the line in P9, back to Dan Hyde. He comes out of the final corner. Taylor getting very close to Lewin as they come across the line there, but as they are across the line, we go back to Torn, who will take the win in the AM class. Someone who has had a race to forget is Wolf.
Yeah, Mr. Wolf, bless him.
Started P2 after a fantastic qualifying. But that is
What a race.
the race. Wow. Adam, how you feeling?
Tired. Tired. I think that's all I've got. Oh man, I'm pleased with that. Third overall, but to take the win in silver as well. That's great. Oh, and nice to see Davies second as well. So it's a Racing Stronger 1-2.
Wow,
Yeah,
so
strong win for Ryan.
excellent race there. Drake Cruz absolutely dominating from really qualifying. Adam,
I'm going to go
is-
join the debrief and have a little breather. But thank you for that, chaps. That was much enjoyment.
No, not a problem. Not a problem. Guys, what a race! What a battle!
Yeah, excellent race, start to finish. As Mr. Parkin said, I couldn't believe how quick it went.
No, that was pretty impressive. Some great driving by the guys. We've got the highlights up on the screen now.
I was going to say it was great to see the first few corners as well. Everyone took their time, realised you can't win this in the first couple of corners or first laps, and just got away cleanly. It was nice.
No, it was really good. Alex, what did you think of the race? Is he gone?
He's off to do the debrief.
Oh, so he's doing the debrief. Apologies. Right, okay. I'm sure Alex enjoyed it just as much. So obviously Bain came together with Wolf at the start there into Stowe, which then caused utter chaos as Finn absolutely ploughed into Wolf, who did a great job of getting his car out of the way. And then that led to quite an eventful race for him. Really, not nailing the pit stop, something not quite right through all of that.
Yeah, be kicking himself. There's nothing more annoying when you think you've done it right and come back out. It's that sudden realisation.
Mm.
As you say, especially with that epic pace he showed in quali.
Yeah, he's going to be absolutely gutted with that. But anything to take away from it is that in the wet, he really is looking good. We'll just see here now the overtake of Callum Evans on Adam D. And this was Adam running wide at Stowe. So I've just very nicely been handed a glass of red wine. See, your normal commentators don't get luxuries like this.
Excellent.
I think if we're going to go for a driver of the day, as much as Adam's result was fantastic, Drake Cruz was just...
Yeah, totally agree. Just the
Yeah.
dominance was ridiculous.
I'd like to see that performance in the same conditions at the same track in our Sunday League in Split 1 and see where
Yeah,
that placed
agreed.
him with that sort of speed, because he ended
His
up
lap
over half a
times
minute
were-
ahead.
Yeah, they were like metronomic lap times as well.
I think the surprise, though, Cammy Sturch taking the fastest lap of the race
Yeah, incredible pace at the end.
was, yeah. I mean, the Aston is a good sort of all-round car, but to take the fastest lap from someone that had the speed to finish 30-odd seconds ahead of the rest is
Yeah, agreed.
is a phenomenal result. And obviously we had Torn taking the win in the AM class. Lots of penalties. It was sort of reminiscent of the F1 from last weekend with track warnings and penalties and so on. But
Yeah, it got a bit messy. I wasn't sure whether Adam was taking out the pit speed limit board again, but I don't think he was guilty this time.
yeah, I see Max Winner has just followed us. Thanks ever so much for that. But yeah, it was a great race. Difficult conditions. Silverstone's a difficult track at the best of times. And obviously, that's round 5 done in the Rookies Season 3. The final round is at Spa, and it
is
will
indeed.
be a nighttime race. But it
Be
will be
interesting.
dry. We're going to be kind enough to do that to them. You can see
Yeah, has this
there.
been the only wet one for the championship, is it?
It has, yeah. We normally drop in sort of one wet race, one dark race, night race, whatever you want to call it. I think Spa's a good one to finish on, and obviously we will be signing off from the Rookies League, as it were, and going over to what will be the new version of
Indeed.
it, which is the oNiD Amateur Series. So
Looking
for those
forward
of
to
you
it.
that may have missed at the start of the stream, Johnny actually was in earlier explaining how it's going to work, a kind of drop-in series where you can you're not permitted to do a certain amount of races. You can just drop in and race when you like. The idea around it being is that we've had a lot of people who have come into the Discord server. They've watched one round of the Rookies, and it's always normally the first round, and they've said, oh, I'd like to be a part of that. What can I do? And obviously, once the evaluations are done, the sign-ups are closed off, and it could be 6 weeks, 5 weeks until you can actually join up. And we decided that wasn't the best way to do it. There are people joining ACC, joining oNiD all the time. So we've decided to go with a series where you can literally just turn up, race. You haven't got to be there next week. There will be points and so on over the 4 weeks, and every 4 weeks we'll announce a winner. And then within that, there will be some social races where the admins will be getting involved, as myself and Matt, that you can hear here with me now, as well as Alex and Johnny Ashley, I'm sure will be wanting to get involved as well. We may see some people return to the amateur series, those that had to sort of give up the rookie series after finishing in the top 5 in pro. But, you know, there are people that it's not just whether you're a complete rookie to sim racing, it may just be that you don't play ACC a lot. And you want to just drop in and have some fun with it, and that's what we're creating with the amateur series.
It's going to be really interesting seeing how it evolves, like you say, and hopefully getting some more people who are a little bit too timid, let's say, to join at the moment, because I know I've been speaking to quite a few people who've been tuning into some of the streams mid rookie season and comparing some of the lap times in these to their own and just being almost put off by it. So hopefully more people feel that it's more accessible to everyone.
Yeah, and that's the idea, and that was what we wanted to create with rookies. But obviously, we understand that, for example, tonight maybe a track condition setup that you weren't overly confident of driving in, didn't want to affect others, let alone yourself. So that way now you can just drop in when there's a race going on. There will be servers up every week. They will be provided to us by Caden Computers, which is run by Dan Hyde. So you will be able to get on and practice for the race ahead each week. And obviously in the Discord there is always the Ask a Coach channel where you can drop in a question, and as we were saying earlier, Matt, a lot of the Ask a Coach stuff tends to be answered by other drivers that are in there, not as coaches but just people that want to help. So there's always
really good to see.
there's always support, someone to help out with something. You know, some of us aren't always available to answer the questions. Most of the time I get to looking at the questions, they've been answered several times by multiple people. So no, really, really good. So a big thanks to sim-stuff.co.uk, who I'm hoping will continue to sponsor the amateur series as they have with the rookie series. Obviously a big shout out to Ben22 Racing, who does some of the fantastic liveries that you've seen on display tonight, and Go for the Gap, run by Cami Sturch, who does some fantastic artwork. And they have their own racing team as well, which you'll have noticed Dan Hyde runs the Go for the Gap Circuit Superstars livery. And obviously I did mention earlier Racing Stronger, which is our mental health Discord channel, be it through sim racing, something that everyone has a common ground on and can go in there and talk about whatever they want, whenever they want, even if it is just for a bit of support, an ear, or just because they feel they need to and want to. Other than that, I don't think there's really that much else to go over. Matt, is there anything from yourself before we head off?
No, I think you summed it up nicely, buddy. Just want to say thanks to all the drivers tonight, because it was such a good showing by everyone. Obviously, got the slight errors that happened because of the conditions, but I thought it was a really good showing.
No, good. We will be back next week for the final race of the rookie season. However, this Friday, I believe, there is a Jibber 2.4 hour, and then on Sunday we have a evaluation for the new GT3 season that's coming up. So if you're looking at joining a race on a Sunday night, take a look on SGP at what we've got going on. Always, drop us a message in Discord, check out the Twitter as well. That's always kept up to date with the latest goings on. But other than that, I think that is it. Matt, thanks ever so much for joining us for commentary.
Thanks for having me, bud.
Thanks to Alex, who obviously has gone off to do the driver's brief, and well done to all the drivers again tonight, but especially Adam D for taking his first, I believe, well, it may not be his first podium overall, but still a podium overall in these conditions and winning his class is an excellent result. So well done to him. Enjoy your evenings, folks. We will see you soon.